Hey Taurus, how's it going everyone? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be your reading for the first half of November. These are general readings. Please keep that in mind. Only take the messages that resonate. I do offer personal readings, so if you're interested in that, you can contact me below in the description box to set up a reading. Thank you so much everyone for your likes, your shares, your comments, contributions to the channel. I really do appreciate everyone's support, so thank you so much. Let's see, Taurus, one more shuffle. What is the energy? What is going on for the sign of Taurus first half of November? Taurus. Okay, that's too many cards there. We've got the Eight of Cups here. The Ace of Cups. Cards are coming out in clumps here, so I don't know. Okay. I think this is relationship. Ace of Cups, followed by the Tower, followed by the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. So these are all cups, guys. These are very... You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but this seems to be, Taurus, a very emotional time for you, both on like, it seems like you're being flooded with emotions in the sense of like, maybe there's some good, maybe there's some difficult times, maybe there's sad moments, maybe there's, you know, true connection, true love feelings here, but something's changing here. I'm going to just sort of break this down because it's kind of like, you leave something here, or you walk away from a situation, a relationship, say a person, in search of new love or in search of something new, but then it's almost like that doesn't work either. Something else kind of comes to an end. Some of you may have felt with that Two of Cups, Six of Cups, that, you know, maybe you had to revisit the past or do this over one more time, because there is something that brought you back together. I feel like, you know, you had some kind of connection for somebody, which is why I feel this is a very emotional time for you. And I feel like you have this connection, but you've had both a Tower and an Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something that is also coming to an end. But it does feel like for some of you, it's like one to the next. Like you leave one, maybe go to something else, and that doesn't work out either. There could be like a bit of a rebound here or a back-to-back kind of energy, and it could bring you back. That's why I feel rebound with the Six of Cups. You could go back to something from the past where you thought, well, you realized, or you thought you realized that you had a stronger connection maybe somewhere else or with someone else. I want to see what the Ace of Cups is, because this is this new thing or new beginnings for you. You know, it's interesting as well here, because sometimes you, on a positive note here, that when you meet this potential person or new person, there is such a strong connection here as well. Okay, this is going to take a bit of a different take on this energy, but I'm going to share it with you anyways, that you don't realize just how much this person shakes up your world, and it could be for the better. You may drop a lot of things in your life just to be with this person. There could be a lot of other, like, not that you're abandoning the rest of your world or the rest of your life or the people that are in your life here, Taurus, but you might meet somebody here, you have this connection that really does shake up your life. And they could have created something here that maybe you needed to sort of walk away from your past or let go of a lot of things or people or situations that maybe you were entertaining, maybe you weren't letting go, maybe you were just sort of you know, until you meet this person. It's a bit of a mixed bag of energy here I'm feeling, but I'm going to break this down. Why did that come out? Four of Swords. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Tell me about this Ace of Cups here. Is this, what's going on with this here? Let's just see something, Taurus. Again, Six of Swords, Four of Swords. Like you've got walking away, letting go, taking a break. Five of Wands with the Strength card. You clearly, you know, you have what it's like, you know, you do have a lot of strength here, Taurus, to take on, you know, the conflict, to maybe deal with the struggles, but I don't know that it's worth it for you. There could be a lot of issues at hand or a lot of things, and sometimes we say, you know, well, we have to work through all these problems. It's part of a relationship. It's part of a connection. You have to be willing to persevere and you know, tough it out to keep this thing going. But even though you may have told yourself that, maybe you feel like you have the capacity or the capability of doing that, I feel like you don't necessarily need that in your life. And you're feeling, or you're going to be finding, that it is only going to cause a lot of exhaustion and tiresome energy for you in the end. So it's like, what are you willing to fight for here? What is it that you're trying to maybe prevent this Tower moment? I see how this is starting to unfold, because it's like, how much do you really connect, or how badly do you need this situation or person in your life? It feels like you're coming to this point where you're not going to put in the energy to keep this, to deal with the fighting or the conflict, or to deal with needing to go through all of this stuff just to keep something going or to keep this relationship intact. Okay. Because that Six of Swords is ultimately seeking a calmer state of being, a calmer state of mind, especially with the Four of Swords. After much exhaustion, after much stress, it's like you may have finally realized that you just, you know, like you do have the capacity to do this, but you don't have the energy anymore to take it on. You could if you wanted to. Do you really want to? I think you're saying, I don't have it in me anymore. I think you've tried, or you went through this, but you're moving into this place of saying, like, I just don't need this anymore. I need more calm in my life. I don't need to fight or have all of these battles or all of this energy to sort of think that that's going to make the relationship any stronger than it would be if we didn't have all of this conflict. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. You did have some kind of strong connection here. Two of Cups. I guess they both want to come out. The Chariot with the Queen of Swords. So I think you have made this decision here to move on. You've finally had to maybe cut ties with somebody that you found maybe very challenging. It's kind of like saying, you know, I love you to pieces, but I love myself more. You know, you love this person, you had a strong connection with this person, but you're ultimately moving on. And you may have learned a lesson here, Taurus, with that Queen of Swords. You may have learned something. You may have given something a second shot. You may have tried to, you know, I think you've come to this point where the emotional connection that you have or had, you've come to realize that you have to cut ties with this person and finally move on your way. You have to move forward here. It's repeating itself here in the energy, and it's interesting how I unfold the cards here and unfold the message, where there's like a bit of either a rebound energy or leaving somebody for something new, only to find that, you know, there's like this kind of like coming around full circle from the past back into something. There is some of you, again, where I do feel that maybe that's something you thought this person really shook up your world in a good way, but I think that that's only very, I don't know. I feel like there's more of you moving on from someone here, or letting go of this past and sort of changing course. I think here with the Chariot, you guys have different values in mind. You have different sets of goals in life. You have different ideals. I think some of you, it's kind of like saying, it's your standards. I think the standards are different. The value systems are different. There's somebody here that really wants to achieve great things in their relationship. They really want to learn from their person. They want to get places with this person. You want to grow. You want something with this person. And I feel like you end up having to battle or conflict or try to handle situations that really aren't going to make it any better, no matter how much you battle this out or conflict it out or fight for what you think is strengthening something. I think you're realizing here that this is just slowly but surely exhausting you. This feels very fresh to me, Taurus. This is why maybe you were going back, having rebound, going in a circle, trying to stay strong, trying to hold out here, trying to push through. Some of you, there is a bit of an energy here of somebody a little bit forcefully acting, aggressively or assertively, like being very harsh with their words, thinking that you have to maybe defend, or it's almost like, I have an Aries moon, okay? Aries moons, we can really tell people off and be very cutting with words. We can get really intense. We can get really harsh when we get offended, or when something isn't aligning the way we want it, or justice isn't being served. And I feel there's a bit of that energy of like really harshly, aggressively conflicting or saying mean things, maybe regretting that, but that's not necessarily the approach to take. And you may regret that. You may, some of you, or maybe it's your person. There could be somebody here that's really raising their voice, really losing their cool, really saying some nasty things or harsh things, and then it's just, that's how they're showing up in what they feel is their, you have to defend yourself or come in with this strong energy, but you don't have to do it in that aggressive way, because I feel like there's a bit of aggression here. Okay, I want to close the reading off. I think the Chariot is saying, I need to move along here. I've got to move. I've got other things in life. You have other goals, other things. I think they're not aligned with this person. Some things were aligned. I think a lot of you really, really got your emotions really caught up with each other. It was like, maybe you felt like this was love at first sight. It was very intense, or you fell heavily, you reminisced, you guys had a lot of nostalgic energy, a lot of memories, a lot of similarities, you had all these things, but then bam, here comes the reality, or here comes the clashing energy. I'm going to close this off. Let's see what's the energy or the advice, healing advice for Taurus. The King of Wands could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. This is somebody here who I feel isn't willing to give up. This is somebody here who really wants to get what they want out of something. Sometimes I don't really love the trust level in that with the King of Wands. You may have had some trust issues here. There could be somebody here, this not always the most committal. But at the same time, somebody wants what they want. They're not giving up for personal reasons, or it's like, well, let me just clarify this here. The King of Wands, what is this about? Somebody really has to change, or they're the Page of Swords. I pick up a lot of immaturity from this. Somebody who needs to make changes, however, it's almost like they're afraid to admit things, or they're afraid to face their own fears, their own challenges in life. There could be a level of immaturity, or the approach this person takes is less than committal, is what I would say. There may be, there could be one last conversation here. Somebody who feels that they haven't gotten, you could be being chased here, Taurus, or this person's chasing you, vice versa. There could be a fire sign that's kind of chasing you and kind of wants that challenge. You've challenged them. They kind of want to, they have a couple of questions here. They want to figure out what went down or how they can change, but I don't think they're necessarily going to change. It's just that you've given them a bit of a run for their money, like they're chasing back here to get what they want. Somebody here left a piece of necklace or jewelry. Somebody wants their chain back. Somebody wants, or you've rattled their chain. Somebody wants their necklace back. Or someone's left a necklace or lost a necklace. It's a bit of a random, it's just something I'm picking up. Let's see here. What's the Oracle of the Birds? What's the message for Taurus in all of this? I want to say here, Taurus, like I'm trying to pick up this positive energy that is there with that Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. It's like you have to maybe let something end here, or walk away, or let go. You've got a lot of cards here of letting go, walking away, moving on, in order to truly find the connection and the love that you really are deserving of, or that you really, I don't know. I feel like there's like a silver lining in this for you guys. I think that something new eventually, something is going to transpire from this, or something's going to come forward with a stronger connection for you. But you have to really move on and finally release, or walk away, or let go from something here, because I don't know. It feels like the fight. Again, that King of Swords is like, or the King of Wands, like wanting to, it's like somebody's not willing to let go, or like not willing to give up the fight here. They got to get what they want, but they're not. It's like they're missing the true meaning of connection. Their emotions are there. They have a lot of love, but there's something that the level of commitment is where it's catching me off guard here with that King of Wands, Page of Swords. Nest. That's interesting. You got the nest instead of an actual bird. Safety and security. Give space to your desires and visions. You are protected and looked after. Okay, let's see what that's about. Looking at the nest, hidden wishes come back into your awareness. Ask yourself, do you give yourself enough protection, safety, and security? Are you ready to guard your own being? Do you allow yourself the opportunity to grow in your own timing, and to give yourself the necessary love and security, even belatedly? The magic feather message is, how do you design your nest? There are all kinds of architecture. Have you already chosen the type and shape suitable for you? Do you love being close to the earth, maybe even the rare form of a hole in the ground? Or do you prefer to build lofty heights, perhaps even on rocky outcrops? Do you favor staying in a colony, or do you prefer a single site? What materials do you favor? Allow yourself full self-expression and choose the form that is best for you so that you can mature in your own time within the protection of your nest. Some more meanings here. Joyful situations are in the offing. Happy coincidences are on the horizon. Birds nest with eggs. A legacy will be bequeathed to you, or you will be blessed with children. Empty birds' nests is a new phase of life beginning. Birds nest on the roof, protection for your house, or for the house rather, and your plan or project is successful. Your affirmation, Taurus, is, I provide for myself the protection, safety, and security I need for my growth. I am ready for myself, for my personal love and security. So a couple things here. Maybe some of you are architects. Maybe some of you are dealing with an architect. What I see here is that the question or the statement here of, do you allow yourself the opportunity to grow in your own timing and to give yourself the necessary love and security, even belatedly? And that's where I'm like, there's a silver lining here, Taurus, for those of you who are like, there's love, but something has to be reconstructed. It's interesting, the tower, the structure, the foundation is not strong here in some aspect for this to properly blossom, for this to show up. And there's kind of like that rebound. Rebound doesn't always work very well. Okay, we end up sabotaging or messing something up. And I feel like it's a belated outcome for you. It's belated. This isn't happening. And it's like, I'm trying to feel, and I see a lot of love and positive potential and a true partnership and connection and something that feels really fun and enjoyable. But it's belated for some reason. Now, maybe this situation that you're in or this connection that you're in has some maturing to do, or something here. But I feel like the Chariot, the Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords, like you've got to move on, because something is, either you're belating the time, maybe you could be belating that the real love, the real connection that is meant for you, it's holding itself off because of this. I don't know, it's interesting because you do have a bit of a silver lining, I feel like, and something good for you to show up, but something here, it's ending, it's falling out, it's not strong enough to sort of stand. Okay, Taurus, I hope that helps. I want to wish you guys a great day. Thank you so much for your your shares, your comments. I appreciate that. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.